Hi Pumas, this is Mrs. Wamas. I'm going to go over the Chapter 6 review test. So this is the first page. Elizabeth has 12 horses on her farm. She puts an equal number of horses in each of 3 pens. How many horses are in each pen? Okay, so I know that the units I'm working with are horses. Circle number that makes the sentence true. So I'm splitting up 12 horses into 3 pens. So I know that this is a division problem because I'm taking a larger amount and I'm splitting it into a smaller amount. So remember that there are always more than one strategy to solve a problem, and I'm just going to be showing you 1 or 2. So I'm going to do equal groups. I heard that there are 3 pens. I'm going to draw 3 circles for my three pens, and I'm splitting up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And how many is in each pen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, a good mathematician always double checks their work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I still got 4, so my answer, there are 4 horses in each pen. Number 5. There are 7 cars in an amusement park ride. There are 42 people divided equally among the 7 cars. An equal number of people ride in each car. How many people ride in one car? So if you've ever been to an amusement park and you've gone on like a roller coaster, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's that track. Let's pretend there's 42 people. They're over here and they're waiting in this long line, and 7 of them can go in each one. So we're trying to see stop when we get to 42. So I'm going to do equal groups on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Stop. That's all the people there are. And I'm counting per one car. So 2, 4, 6. I better double check though. 2, 4, 6. Yes. So how many people ride in one car? 6 people. Because remember, we have to have our units. So that's our answer. A workbook is 64 pages long. If each chapter is 8 pages long, how many chapters are there? Okay, so we have a big book. It's 64 pages, and each chapter is 8 pages long. We're trying to figure out how many chapters there are. That's our unit. So again, I know this is a division problem, so I can think of it as 64 divided by 8 equals what? How many chapters? C for chapters. For me, I'm going to skip count by 8s and stop when I get to 64. So here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 48, 56, 64. Okay, so now that I have to stop because I got to 64, I have to see how many times it took me, skip counting by 8s, to get to 64. So 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. So there are 8 chapters, and that's right, I should have known that because 8 times 8 equals 64. All right, turn the page, Pumas. Number 12. Mrs. Edwards made a total of 40 fingers on some gloves she knitted. How many gloves did Mrs. Edwards knit? Okay, so we're trying to figure out gloves is our unit. So I'm already going to write that over here, so don't forget. Blank gloves. I have a total of 40, and I am missing a second number. So I have to really think about this. So how many fingers are on a glove? So if I were to draw a glove, there's my glove. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Carter T. pointed out that the thumb technically is not a finger. And so I said, that's a great. So we were going to do an inquiry into that because we had lots of questions on that. So sometimes we notice errors in problems, or the way that problems are written don't fit with how they want us to solve them. So Carter T, shout out to you for being an inquirer and a thinker. In this case, though, we're going to consider that how many fingers or spots for what we have on our hands to fit into a glove, which is 5. So 5. So I have 40 divided by 5 equals what? So for me, this is so easy peasy lemon squeezy. I can skip count by 5s till I get to 45, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I have to count how many times it took me to skip count to get to 40. So 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. Because 40 divided by 5 equals 8. So she made 8 gloves. Number 14. The coach separated the 18 players at lacrosse practice into 3 different groups. How many players were in each group? So I've got my 3 groups, and I have to stop when I get to 18 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to double check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so the answer is 6 players. Number 17. Darius bakes 18 muffins for his friends. He gives each of his friends an equal number of muffins and has none left over. Draw a picture to show how Darius divided the muffins and complete the sentence. Okay, so he has 18 total muffins that he baked. So I'm going to draw my 18 on a plate. Those are my 18 muffins. And he gives them equally to his friends, but it doesn't say how many friends he has. So as long as they are in equal groups, there might be more than one answer. So I have to think, what is going to get me to 18? What equal groups are going to get me to 18? So if I'm thinking about equal groups, that's multiplication. So I have to think, what numbers, so I could put a square here and a triangle here, what numbers are going to get me to 18? Well, I know one. I know that 9 plus 9 is 18. So that is 2 groups of 9. So 2 groups of 9 get me to 18. And I also know, because of commutative property, that I can also have 9 groups of 2 getting me to 18. So what does that look like? So I have 2, maybe I have 2 friends and I give them 9 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, so that works. Or I have 9 friends and I give them 2 each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yep. So those work. Pumas, can you think of any other ways that you can get to 18? It does not show or tell us to find all of the ways. It just says draw a picture to show how he could have divided up the muffins. So I will tell you that there is definitely more than one way. But for me, I'm going to go with 2 friends, and he gave them 9 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Darius gave muffins to blank friends. So Darius gave, I don't like the way this is written, Puma. So Darius gave 9 muffins to 2 friends. And I'll make sure I reword this, or it's written correctly in an easier format on the actual assessment. Could Darius have given all of his muffins equally to 4 of his friends? Explain why or why not. Well, I don't know. Let's try it. So 4 friends, and I have to split up 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Uh-oh. Oh no. It says I have to split it up equally to all friends, and this friend has 2, 4, 5. This friend has 2, 4, 5. And these friends only have 4. So can this be done? Can you split it 18 amongst 4 people? No. So I'm going to write out my answer. I'm going to pause the video and write it. Okay, so I just wrote no, because 4 does not go equally into 18. In class, when we were doing the review, some other people said no, because 2 friends would have 5 and the other 2 would have 4. However you want to explain it is A-okay. Turn the page. Tyrone took 16 pennies from his bank and put them into 4 equal stacks. How many pennies did Tyrone put in each stack? Show your work. So remember, we can use any strategy we want, but sometimes when it gives us a certain strategy, that's what it's wanting us to show. So in this case, I can't do arrays or I can't do skip counting. I have to do equal groups. I'm splitting up 16 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many pennies are in each stack? I can see 4. I better check this one though. 4. Yep. 4 pennies in each stack. All right, turn the page. Chris plants 25 pumpkin seeds in 5 equal rows. How many seeds does Chris plant in each row? Okay, so in this case, since it's talking about equal rows, remember I can do any strategy I want, but I'm going to show an array. So he does in 5 equal rows. So I know that I have to have 5 rows. I'm going to kind of draw some lines to split up my rows. So this will be 1 row, 2 row, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows. And I have to get to 25. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Stop. Okay, so I know that I did 5 rows, but how many columns did I do? So let's see, there's 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 columns, 5 columns. Okay, so how many did he plant in each row? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seeds, and that's right because I know that 5 times 5 equals 25. So another way to check my work. Becca spent 24 minutes walking around a track. So think about our harvest run. Our track, it kind of looked like this. So it took her, she spent all that time, 24 minutes. It took her 3 minutes to walk around, or to walk each time around the track. So she's starting. By the time she gets here, it's been 3 minutes. And she goes again, and it's been 3 minutes. How many times did Becca walk around the track? So we know that at the end, by the time she was all done, it took her 24 minutes. So we're trying to figure out how many times 3 goes into 24. So I know that's division again. So 24 divided by 3. So I want you to use your favorite strategy. For me, I am going to skip count. So I'm going to do it down here. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. I have to stop. And I'm going to count how many times she went around the track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Took her 8 times to go around the track. Oh, I could have also done it by this. Let's try a different strategy. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. And I still got an answer of 8. All right. Number 10. Stefan has 24 photos to display on some posters. Select a way that he could display the photos in equal groups on the posters. Mark all that apply. What does that tell us? There is more than one answer. Okay, so there's 24 photos, and I use the example, if you were in my math class, that Miss Wamis right now, I am redecorating my house, and I have a bunch of photos too, and so we were pretending like this was my house, and I had 24 photos, and I want to put them on my wall, but hang them in equal groups. So what are all the ways that I could do that? So all the ways that we can get to 24 equally. Well, I know that equal groups, that's multiplication, right? So I have to think about what times what is going to get me to 24. So 6 photos on 4 posters. That's like 6 times 4. So what is 6 times 4? I'm going to skip count. So 6, 12, 18, 24. Yes, this one works. A works. That equals 24. B, 7 photos. Oh, well, first of all, I should go and check for commutative property. If I know that 6 on 4 works, I also know that 4 on 6 works. So I'm going to scan these and see. 7 and 3, 4. Oh, 4 and 6. So already I have another answer without me having to do more work because I know because of that property. Okay, B, 7 photos on 3 posters. So I know that's 7 times 3. So skip counting again. 7, 14, 21. Not 24 because I stopped because I skip counted 3 times. So B does not work. And I should go double check because of commutative property. Since I know that 7 times 3 does not work, I also know that 3 times 7 will not work. So I'm going to go scan 5 and 5, 3 and 8, 7 and 4. Okay, I don't see it anymore. All right. Letter D, 5 photos on 5 posters. Well, I know, hey, because I did this one earlier, 5 times 5 is 25, not 24. So, unfortunately, D does not work. Letter E, 3 photos on each of 8 posters, so 3 times 8. So I'm going to skip count by 8, so I'm going to reverse this. I know that instead of 3 times 8, I could do 8 times 3, right? Any one of those. So 3 groups of 8. So I'm going to skip count by 8s. 8, 16, 24. That works. Letter E works. So we're going to fill in letter E. And I should scan to make sure. 3 times 8, 7 times 4. Okay, that's a different one. And the last one, 7 times 4. 7 times 4. Maybe I'm not so good at skip counting. So I'm going to actually draw equal groups. I'm going to do 7 groups of 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have to put 4 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 28 was too many. I have to stop at 24. So F is not right as well. Debbie made this array to model a division equation. Which equation did Debbie model? Mark all that apply. Okay, so it gave me some specific information. I am looking for division equations. Mark all that apply. So this is more than one answer. So first, before I even look down at these, I'm going to look at my array and try to figure this out. So I see that it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4. And across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I know this is an array of 4 times 7. So what is actually 4 times 7? So I'm going to skip count. 7, 14, 21, 28. So I know that my answer is 28. So I have my multiplication equation, and I can turn this into a division equation. So how do I do that? What number do I start with? 28. So 28 divided by what? There's 2 choices. You could do 4. 28 divided by 4 equals 7, or 28 divided by 7 equals 4 because of related facts, right? Or I could also think about it like this. You have this array, you have 28, and you're splitting it into how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, and in each group there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's this equation. Or I can think about it as 28, and I'm splitting it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in each one, which is that equation. So I'm going to look for these. So I see B, 28 divided by 4 equals 7, and C, 28 divided by 7 equals 4. You should know right away that A and D are wrong because it has 14. And this is a total of 28. So you know that right away that cannot be the right answer. Turn the page. For numbers 1A through D, select true or false for each equation. Okay, so 3 divided by 1. So we turn this into word problems, right? Because sometimes these, even though they're small, dividing by ones and zeros and by the its own number, sometimes these are the trickiest ones. So we turn this into word problems. So Mrs. Wamis has 3 pieces of candy, and she wants to split them and share them with one friend. How many pieces of candy will that friend get? Well, there's only one friend there, so they get all three. They get all three. So the answer is 3, and they said 1. That is not true. So this is false, because any number divided by 1 will always be that same number, that original number besides 1. Okay, 0 divided by 4 equals 0. So there were 0 kittens at the shelter. They needed to be split amongst 4 beds. How many kittens will be in each bed? Well, there's 0 kittens, so there's going to be none in each bed. So the answer is 0, which is true. So anything divided by 0 will always be 0. Number 7, or 1C, 7 divided by 7 equals 1. So Mrs. Wammes now has 7 pieces of candies, 4, 5, 6, 7. And she wants to share them with her 7 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many will each friend get? So here I go. I'm going to get rid of that one and give it to that friend. Take that candy, give it to that friend. Erase it. Give it to that friend. I'm splitting up my 7. Okay, and how many did each friend get? Well, 1, because any number divided by itself is always 1, so this is true. All right, and then the last one, 1D, 6 divided by 1 equals 6. Hey, well, that's that same rule that was up here, so any number divided by 1 will always be itself, so I already know that this is true. And I want to point out that I pointed this out in class, that sometimes one of you, or many of you have said, Miss Wammes, sometimes there's always 2 true and there's always 2 false. Well, that's not always the case, because look right here. This time there was 3 true and 1 false. Or Miss Wammes, sometimes it goes in a pattern of false, true, true, false. But that's not always the case. So you always want to check your work and not just guess and make assumptions. Number 13, make true equations. Select the number to complete the equation. Okay, so I have numbers of 0, 1, and 7. 7 divided by 7. Oh, well, any number divided by itself is always 1. And remember, if I was confused, I could always draw 7 groups, 3, and split up until I get to 7. So sharing 7 with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. How many's in each group? 1. 7 divided by 1. So I have 7 things, and I'm sharing it with 1 person. So all 7 things are going to go to that 1 person. So the answer is 7. And that leaves me with my last choice, but I better check my work. There are 0 cats, and they have to be split amongst 7 beds. How many cats are per bed? 0. Because anything divided by 0 is always 0. And so I used all 3, 0, 1, and 7. Turn the page. Number 9. There are 56 apples packed in 7 baskets with the same number of apples in each basket. Okay, so here's my basket. And I have 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my basket handle. 5, 6, 7. And I have my 56 apples. They're all up here. And I need to have the same amount. I'm splitting these 56 apples amongst these 7 baskets. How many apples are in each basket? For equation 9a through 9d, choose yes or no to tell whether the equation represents the problem. Well, first, I better figure out the answer before I can even go down and look at these equations. So if I'm splitting or sharing these apples equally, what am I doing? Is this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? Well, if I am sharing, it is division. I know that you could do repeated subtraction or repeated addition and multiplication to help you, but I know for sure that I'm doing division, so I'm going to focus on that. So I'm going to divide. So 56, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Stop. So how many apples are in each basket? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to check my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So I know that 56 divided by 7 equals 8. So now I'm going to go down and check. 9a, 56 plus 7. Well, I know that I'm trying to figure out how many's in each basket, and if I added 7 more, I know that this makes that number bigger. This is not helping me solve this problem. So no, this is not helping me solve this problem. 7 times what equals 56? Oh, well, yeah, because I was doing 56 divided by 7, but I could also think of that as 7 times what equals 56. And we figured out that it was 8. So if you knew your multiplication facts like that, that would help you. So yes. 56 divided by what equals 8? 56 divided by what equals 8? Well, on this one, I could argue either yes or no. Because how would you know automatically that it's already 8 unless you have your facts memorized? So I could argue either way for this one, yes or no, because this is a related fact, but I don't know from the information that was given how you would automatically already know that it was 8. So I will take yes or no for this one. And then D, 56 minus what equals 8? Well, 56 minus something just getting us to 8? No, we're trying to figure out how many is in each basket, so this one's a no. Okay, Pumas, we're nearing the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to speed it up because I can only record for 30 minutes. Circle the numbers to complete the related facts. Something times 8 equals 72. So I'm going to put a triangle there instead of a question mark. And 72 divided by something also equals 8. So I'm going to skip count by 8s here. So I'm going to do 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, sometimes you have to count on your fingers if you're stuck on skip counting or drawing dots. 64, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, we talk about touch math too. 72. Stop. And how many times did I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So 9 times 8 equals 72. So that also means that 72 divided by 9 equals 8. When it's talking about related facts, the numbers, remember, are always the same. Okay, last page. Here we go. Speed round. Select the equations that represent the array. Mark all that apply. Notice that it didn't say division equation, so it could be anything. So I see that there are 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 across. So I know that I could do 3 times 5, which is 5, 10, 15. So I'm going to see if I see that. 3 times 5 equals blank. Oh, that works. But I also know because of commutative property, 5 times 3 equals something. So I'm going to see if I see that one. Oh, right here, 5 times something, 5 times 3 equals 15. That one works. What about division? Well, I also know that 15 divided by 3 equals 5. And my other related fact is 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So let's see. 2 times blank equals 12. No. Something, 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Yes. 12 divided by 3. Nope. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Yes. Write the related facts for this array and explain why there are no more related facts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that one fact is 6 times 6. I know that it's 36. And I know if I were to do commutative property, it would be the same. So I'm just going to leave it because when I switch them, right, it's still 6 and 6. And for my division equation, I know that 36 divided by 6 equals 6. And I know that, again, that if I were to switch them, it would be the same. So I'm going to write my explanation. So I said there are no more related facts because the numbers 6 and 6 are the same. And remember, we talked about other ways to write this. Use the numbers to write a related multiplication and division facts. So I have 9, 45, and 5. So what are all the equations? Something times something equals something, something times something equals something, and something divided by something equals something. So pause the video here and try to solve it, and then I'm going to show you the answers really fast because I have 5 minutes. 9 times 5 equals 45. 5 times 9 equals 45. 45 divided by 5 equals 9. And 45